Good morning, Abuja. You're back to Sabi Law on the Beat FM. Today we have Mr. Kenechukwu Agwu, and we'll be looking at rights against confiscation of property in Nigeria. That is, can government take any property by force? And Mr. Kenechukwu will lead us on this discussion.
Yeah, every person in Nigeria has a fundamental right to acquire property in any part of Nigeria. Whether you're a headsman, whether you belong to any group or any tribe, whether you're an Igbo person, you're a Yoruba person, you're a Nupe, you're a Gala, you're a Tiv, from any part of Nigeria. So myself, I can travel as to Mubi and get and acquire a property. And of course, nobody has the right to confiscate, that is to seize or compulsorily acquire that property for any reason whatsoever. So you cannot acquire my property by force for any reason whatsoever. Now, it is only the court of law that can give an order of forfeiture or confiscation or taking over of another person's property.
So it's safe to say that the government, no government, from local government to state government to federal government, there is no government in Nigeria or outside Nigeria that can take over any person's property by force. And you see, when we talk of property here, we mean movable and immovable. From SIM card to wallet to money to telephone to house to borehole to mobile car, anything at all.
To cattle and to spare parts.
To whatever it is, nobody can. Now, the only way you can do that, you can take over anyone's property, is by first of all going to a court of law. It's only after the court has listened to both parties that the court can say, yes, go ahead and do that. Now, very important in this day, you see often, people will sit in their houses and they will tell them that their account has been frozen. That's illegal. No bank has any power whatsoever to freeze anybody's account. Not at all. Now, there is this practice, you see, a bank will say, EFCC wrote us. EFCC cannot order anybody's account to be frozen. Not at all. EFCC will rather, first of all, go to a court, get a court injunction, a court order. It is based on that court order that EFCC can now present or write to a bank that the bank should now freeze an account.
But in some instances too, the banks don't freeze. What they do is to put a notification on your account. So what happens is, whenever you visit the bank, they now get you arrested.
But they
don't touch your account. They don't touch your account.
Notification.
You can withdraw your fund from any other place.
Okay.
But what happens is, whenever you come to the branch.
No, that's not an issue. Where we're headed, where we're focusing on is when bank assists any law enforcement agency to freeze an account without a court order.
I just wanted us to have that distinction so that we are sure and we know what we are talking about, that your property is your own. And you have the right to own it. You have the right to own it in any part of, as long as you've acquired it legally, though. Because if you've not acquired the property legally, you cannot say it is your property. So they are your own, and you have the right, the fundamental right, to own them and to do with them as you please.
And even on the issue of whether it has been legally acquired, is an issue for court to determine.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Because we have seen, there is a case in Enugu State. A man went to work. Upon coming back, he found out that the Enugu State Ministry of Lands or whatever, they demolished his property. Now, the issue was that he built on a wrong place or without approval. Even at that, it is not meant for the Enugu State government or any government to take laws into it and say, this is wrong, demolish. No, they should go, first of all, go to court, get a court order. It is left for a court to determine, because it's the man's property at that point.
Another issue again, or challenge, is the fact that most people don't even know that their matters are in court. You get the point. People just give fictitious notices.
And to add to that, you know, there are some matters where you will be here, some other person is in court
answering your name
and saying, my lord, yes, I agree.
So by the time you are coming, they have a valid court order. So the court has ruled on that matter. But it's a way of society.
For lack of time, please, we'll stop here. Our authority for all what we have said today The authorities are Section 43 and Section 44 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Go sabi law.